Sup y'all, it's Aldarius, and today I'll be doing the quad status effect run. So, this run, the goal is to use 2 weapons to inflict 4 different status effects, which will be Bleed, Poison, Frostbite, and Rot, okay? That seems like a lot, right? How are we going to fit 4 status effects in just 2 weapons? Well, there is one notable build that does that. Let me show that right now. What's up, y'all? It's Aldarius from the future, and I decided to re-record this part since I have to edit the first part anyway due to the lag issues. You'll see that later. But here is the build discussion for this run. The core goal is to create 2 weapons that can inflict 4 status effects, and the status effects we'll be using are Poison, Scarlet Rot, Blood Loss, and Frostbite. Really quickly, in case you don't know what these do, Poison inflicts percentage HP over time. Scarlet Rot inflicts percentage HP over time, but even more, both over 90 seconds, typically. Blood Loss inflicts about 15% of an enemy's max HP. That depends on if it's DLC or not, of course. And Frostbite inflicts 10% of the enemy's HP and causes them to take 20% more damage from all sources afterwards. So those are the status effects we'll be running today. Now, how can we possibly inflict 4 status effects with only 2 weapons? Well, that brings us to the crux of the build, the Antspur Rapier. So the Antspur Rapier is a thrusting sword. It scales primarily with dexterity, does pierce damage, of course, mostly since it's a thrusting sword, although there are some attacks that do standard damage. And the most important details, it's infusible, and it has passive rot on it. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only, or one of the only, weapons that is infusible that has Scarlet Rot on it. There might be one other one, but I'm not sure. So that is a huge deal for this build, okay? So that gives us a lot of options later. Big disadvantage, though, uses smithing stones, so we cannot immediately power up our weapon to plus 10 like normal. You'll see that in the run. It actually is a big struggle. And it also has kind of poor range for a thrusting sword. So, yeah. Now, in order to inflict the status effects, we have a few options for infusions, of course. We have Cold, Poison, or Blood. What I'm going to do this run is run Blood. And the reason for that is Cold will be taken by our other weapon, and as for Poison and Blood, if you had to choose between high Poison buildup or high Blood buildup, you want high Blood buildup because, again, if you inflict Poison, you got to wait until it expires before you can start building it up again. So that's 90 seconds of waiting. Unless you do a reset build with like Poison Flower Blooms twice. We're not doing that today, so you'd much rather have the higher blood buildup, because when you inflict blood on an enemy, you can start building it up again immediately, okay? So that'll be very good. My second weapon is the S-Stock. The S-Stock is a fantastic thrusting sword, arguably the best even. I forgot the requirements for Antspur Rapier, sorry. 10 strength, 20 dex for Antspur. S-Stock is 11 strength, 13 dex. Similarly, a dex scaling weapon. You obviously want a dex scaling weapon to pair with the Antspur Rapier. Also, mostly pierce damage. Also infusible. And this one we're going to infuse with Cold. So, truth be told, you could run any Cold thrusting sword with the Antspur Rapier. With 2 caveats. You don't really want the Frozen Needle, because the Frozen Needle sucks. In case you didn't know, the Frozen Needle is almost entirely outclassed by any thrusting sword with a cold affinity, like the S-Stock. Like, the S-Stock's almost a direct upgrade to that, so I would not recommend using Frozen Needle. I'd recommend just infusing a thrusting sword with cold. And also, the thrusting sword should scale with dexterity predominantly, obviously, because Antspur Rapier scales predominantly with dexterity. So, it's a little bit close, but it's still a slight dex preference here. There are some thrusting swords that scale with strength more, so you probably want to avoid those for this. But yeah, that will be the source of 3 of our status effects. Now, you might notice Poison is missing there, so how do we get Poison? That leads us to our next discussion, which is the abilities. So, Chilling Mist is going to go on the S-Stock. So basically, you swipe, it does weapon damage, and then there's a cloud that appears that does a ton of frostbite buildup. And then the weapons enchant with 60 extra frost buildup per hit for 40 seconds. Okay, so it's just extra frost buildup on the S stock, and you can pre-buff this. Very good. Okay. For the Ansper Rapier, it's Poisonous Mist, which is basically the same thing, but 120 poison buildup per tick, and 60 base. Yeah, it's literally the exact same base poison buildup for 40 seconds. Okay, so we're running 2 mist spells, and you can have them both on at the same time if you macro the weapons correctly. One on one weapon, one on the other. Boom. So this is interesting because for 40 seconds, it allows the Ansper Rapier to inflict 3 status effects at once. So Scarlet, Blood, and Poison. Okay? You could also choose to run the Poison Ansper Rapier and run Seppuku, but again, that'll minimize your blood loss buildup, and that's pretty bad. So I would recommend Blood and then Poisonous Mist if you want to do this. Okay? So that is the basis of this run, and there will be one additional restriction where I cannot re-infuse my weapons when they are infused. So once this is a Blood Ansper and this is a Cold S stock, that's it, okay? I'm not going to infuse to Keen or whatever for status immune bosses. I have to commit to the bit, so that's what I'm going to do. For status immune bosses, obviously you should infuse, but I'm going to commit, okay? So, yeah. Now, this might sound really cool, right? And really OP, like, whoa, 4 status effects at once. This must be crazy OP. The problem is that dual thrusting swords, the power stance thrusting sword moveset, kind of blows, honestly. So the ground combos are okay. There is an L1, which is okay, and then your follow-up L1 is a triple right-hand jab, so jab, jab, jab. That is great for inflicting status effects. That's why my Ansper Rapier is going to be on the right hand. That'll be a really good option. The jump attacks are okay as well. It's a triple hit with a single input. There's one standard swipe and then 2 pierce attacks. So it's Ansper, then S-Stock Ansper right after the other. That's okay too, but the problem is that besides that, the Thrusting Sword Power Stance moveset really sucks. You get animation locked a ton, as you'll see in the run. And also, Thrusting Swords deal low damage when they're power stanced, and really, really bad stance damage. Super bad, okay? So, this is a gimmick run. Don't get it fooled. It's not OP or anything. The status effects will help out a lot, but they're really compensating for a bad base weapon. And because of the low stance damage, NPC fights, like the DLC NPC fight at the end of the game, are going to be miserable. So there are plenty of drawbacks to this build. Just be aware of that, okay? Another problem is that there's not a lot of talisman scaling, but we'll talk about that right now when we get into talismans. So, Lord of Blood's Exaltation is what I'm going to run for sure. Raise the attack power by 20% when blood loss occurs in the vicinity. By the way, I'll also be running White Mask, which is the same effect, but 10%, and it stacks with Lord of Blood's Exaltation. So, get that out of the way. Very good. Also, before I forget, because I always do, Golden Vow Ash of War on a dagger. Let me show that. Boom. I'm going to have a dagger swap for Golden Vow Ash of War. Very useful pre-swap. Obviously, BIS for all non-faith builds, yada yada. I might also do an Endure dagger, but we'll see. Now, for the rest of the talismans, really it falls off after this, guys. Straight up. I'm going to run Millicent's Prosthesis, which boosts dexterity and raises successive attacks. And Winged Sword Insignia, which also raises successive attacks and stacks with Millicent's. That's really good for a jump attack variant of this build. And the triple jab that I was talking about before. But honestly, it's still kind of bad, to be honest. There's just not a lot of good options, though. There are others like Claw Talisman, which increases jump attack damage if you really want to do a jump attack thrusting sword build, but that's really outclassed by Twin Blades and stuff, so it's not amazing. It's okay, though. Like, it's definitely okay. Retaliatory Cross Tree is really good. Enhanced attack execute after rolling or backstepping. That'll be good in the DLC. Spear Talisman's a bit misleading. Increases thrusting weapon counterattack damage by 15%. So the way this works is, if you attack an enemy while they're in the middle of an attack animation, you deal more damage, okay? Just by default with pierce weapons. This talisman increases that bonus further from 30% to 30 times 1.15, so whatever that is. I'm not actually sure right now, but you can figure it out. Or actually, it's 1.3 times 1.15, but, you know, it's multiplicative scaling, basically. The thing with this, though, is Spirit Talisman's best when you can poise through attacks. So, you either have Endure and you can attack while an enemy's attacking, or you have a Great Shield and you're poking, because in both those cases, when you get hit by the enemy, your attack animation's not interrupted. Otherwise, if you attack an enemy and they attack first, your attack animation's interrupted, and this is useless, okay? So, it's not super great with thrusting swords, unfortunately. It's not the worst, though. This also works great with jump attack builds, though, because it also during jump attacks, you're jumping over enemies. So, when they're swinging, you're jumping, so they're still in the middle of their attack animation, and you're in midair, so you can actually attack them in the air, and it will count for this. 2 of the 3 hits are pierced in the jump attack, so it will work. It's okay. I'll probably use it for Bale, but besides that, not too amazing for this build in particular. But as you can see, not amazing talismans, so low base damage is going to be a recurring problem in this run. I'm going to run mostly Dex, and I'm going to spread my stats a little bit between Strength and Arcane. So, the tricky thing is that Arcane does not scale with the S-Stock, and Int does not scale with the Ansper Rapier, so it's really, really hard, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go mostly Dex so that scales up both. Go a little bit Strength, because high Strength scaling on Ansper, a little bit on S-Stock, and then maybe some Arcane afterwards to pump up the bleed. It pumps up the poison too, but that's kind of irrelevant. Again, 90 seconds of waiting, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the plan. And as for Crystal Tears, Opaline Heart tier, 15% damage negation for 3 minutes. Thorny Crag tier, 20% increased consecutive attacks for 3 minutes at the highest tier. Okay? As for classes, I forgot what I ran actually in this. I think I just ran Hero. I'm recording this after the fact, as I said earlier. But I think I ran Hero for the best stat spread here. Minimized Intelligence and Faith, which are dead stats. And yeah, that's it. So, obviously, the status immune bosses are going to be super hard on this run. The NPC fight's going to be super hard, but everything else shouldn't be too insane. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, that's it for me. Back to Pastald. We're ready to go into the run again, because my computer crashed earlier, in case you're watching the VOD. So, here, let me pull this up here. Boom. And close this. Alright, so the goal for this run is all Remembrances, so there's 26 Remembrances in the game, including Bale, who was not technically a Remembrance, but I do count him as such, so yeah. Now, fair warning, I didn't mention it in the preamble, but both of those weapons I selected are regular smithing stone weapons, so I have to go pick up the bell bearings to purchase enough smithing stones to upgrade them in a timely manner. So essentially day one is gonna be a very long process of getting a bunch of stuff. Let's do quad status for his name. I promise I can spell as well. We'll make him a grizzled veteran, and then also keepsake, golden seed, detailed appearance. I have a preloaded character ready. This dude represents the 4 status effects with the frostbite skin, the scarlet rot hair, the poison beard and eyebrows, and the blood-colored eyes, dude. Frick yeah, let's go. Okay. Let us finish. So, fair warning for the VOD watchers, this will be a mostly collectathon run. I definitely will kill Red Wolf Radagon and Star Scourge Radon, because that's where the infusions are for this weapon. Or both weapons, I should say. Okay? The cold infusion is after Red Wolf Radagon, and the blood infusion is in Nokron, well after Star Scourge Radon, so we will be killing them, and we're probably going to be killing Renala and Godric as well, but we'll see what happens. Beyond that, it's really going to be mostly collecting, so apologies for that, but there's a lot to collect. Let's rattle through the list right now. Golden Seed, Sacred Tears, those are usual. Smithing stone bell bearings, that's new. The Antspur rapier and the Estoc. Okay. Both chilling mist and poisonous mist. Alright. And then I can start on my talismans, like Millicent's questline with the prosthesis and stuff like that. So, a lot of stuff to collect, okay? But I'm going to try my best to get most of that done today so that day 2 and 3 are not really collectathons at all. I anticipate to finish this run in 4 days, although if I'm fast enough, I might be able to do it in 3 days. So the base game will take 3 days, and then, or 2 possibly if I'm really lucky, and then the DLC will take 1 day as usual. Alright, so, man. Hopefully my computer doesn't explode this time. In case you're wondering, I just got Golden Vow Ash of War, which is like up the hill here. And then my computer started exploding, so I had to reset this. But that's fine. As long as it doesn't happen again, we're Gucci. Talk to White Mask as well.
Of course you have. And for without gun, you are fake. Me. Are you familiar? You may also that. It will lead even if it.
Yep.
Great. To castle, the home.
You're such a boss, White Mask. Yeah. There we go. All the menus are out of the way. Coolio. I'm gonna be honest, like, I do like the collecting part still because it shows like a tangible power increase to your character. So it's not like I hate the collecting part, but I know that it's annoying to watch, so I do apologize for that. But that's why I kind of like the New Game Plus runs, because I don't have to collect on stream. It's already assumed to be collected. That's why next run will probably be just New Game Plus run. We're pretty overdue anyways. We haven't done New Game Plus in a while. I think Perfume Bottle was the last one, right? I think Perfume Bottle was the last time I haven't had to rely on a weapon skill for damage either. All my recent runs the last month have been weapon skill runs. So that's a nice change of pace, I assume. Because we're going to be using the mist spells this run, but they're not for like primarily dealing damage. They're for applying sass effects, and therefore Shard of Alexander is not that important. You could theoretically do a run around that though, because there is a hitbox for them, but that's some bottom of the barrel stuff, boys. We'll wait a while for that. Frick yeah. I'm gonna try as well to practice the snowball philosophy for this run, where I'm gonna prioritize going for upgrades first, and then that'll make the rest of the areas way faster. So by that principle, after I'm done collecting all the stuff at the beginning and I kill the big dragon, I'm literally going to beeline straight for the Smithing Stone Bell-Bearing 1, kill the Crystallian there, and then I'll have a power spike. Then I can immediately go up to Altus and get another power spike, so that is the plan. Okie doke. Oh, we gotta get this grace for later. So the plan is to collect everything in Limgrave and Liurnia, like almost immediately, and then we will go pick up our Smithing Stone Bell Bearings. Oh, I guess we should kill the Sleeping Dragon first, and then go for the Bell Bearing. We're also going to need a bow to pick up some items because they're the annoying teleporting scarabs. You can melee them, but it's really annoying, especially with the thrusting sword. It'll be annoying, so I'll just shoot him with a bow, most likely. Okie doke. There we go. Golden Bow Ash of War. Poggers. Okie dokie, so let's go over here now. Sorry, Alexander, we're not going to be visiting you this time. We do not need your services. Okay. I'm super excited for this run, though, because it is a gimmicky idea to have 4 stats effects, but it'll be very funny, for sure. And I can always, well, except for complete stats immune enemies, I can always just rely on the stats effects just whittling them down. In fact, this would probably be the run to do a no weapon upgrade challenge, straight up. Because stats effects can, like, literally just carry you. Like, it's insane. It's actually insane. The only problem would be, like, Elden Beast and Radagon. But I am going to be upgrading my weapons this time, so don't need to worry about that. I would appreciate these collected when the prompt appeared. That'd be really nice. There we go. Okay. Alright, so in case you're like wondering about the hierarchy of status effects, by the way, Bleed is considered the best because you can proc it immediately. The other ones you gotta wait. And as a chunk of HP, it does more HP than Frostbite. Frostbite's next, it does a lower chunk of HP, but the trade-off is for 20 seconds you can deal 20% more damage. You can also choose to remove it early using fire damage, that 20%, so you can start proccing it again like Bleed, but at that point, just run Bleed. Don't do that, please, dude. It's so overrated. Frost reset builds suck. Maybe I'll do one for funsies, but good old Wild Strikes, dude. I can't even do a run with that. Boom, Golden Seed. Yeah, Frost reset builds suck, so please don't do them. Just run Bleed. Unless you know what you're doing. So, if you already have a Bleed, and you're using Bleed and Frost in that way, it's like, alright. But otherwise, if you're doing a Frost reset build, literally just run Bleed, dude. It's better. Most of the time. The core reason you run Frost, usually, besides, like, weird gimmicks like this, is to take advantage of that 20% damage increase. Which is multiplicative, so really good. We're going to take a quick detour to Dragon Barrow to pick up a Golden Seed, so don't mind me. Don't mind me, boys. But anyways, Bleed's top, Frost is second, Scarlet Rot is third, and then Poison is usually considered last, although if you're running Deadly Poison, or if you're running the Poison Flower blooms twice and you're doing a Poison reset build, which automatically takes off the poison when you use the weapon skill, then arguably you could say Poison's better than Rot, because then you could run the Poison proc talismans and headgear, and do a lot of damage. That's what we did in the Venomous Fang run on YouTube, just in case you're wondering. I did do a poison reset build. It was lots of fun. Definitely viable for sure. Probably the best way to use poison, honestly. Straight up. Just getting rid of it immediately and using it as a damage buff. Keck W. But, yeah. That's the order of strength for debuffs. And that's why my talismans are geared towards bleed the most and not the other things. Alrighty. Oh, the map's on the way. Okay. Last time we skipped it, but if it's already here, may as well. When in Rome, right? I'm gonna grab these crystal tears here as well, because they'll be useful in the early game. Maybe not Spike Crack tier, but possibly. But Green Spill, definitely, for sure. We're gonna need that bow as well for later. Because both Poisonous Mist and the potential, what's it called? Dexterity Knotted tier as a stopgap require a bow. Well, maybe not require, but it's like really encouraged. Good luck hitting those guys with a thrusting sword. This is a fun exercise for you guys at home. Get a thrusting sword that's like not upgraded and try killing one of those teleporting teardrop scarabs. And tell me how it goes. It's fun. It's fun for sure. Okay, I thought there was another blood rose somewhere. There was not. But there's two here. That should be more than enough, methinks. We gotta purchase a crafting kit now. We're grabbing this cookbook because it'll give us bleed grease, which we're gonna need to kill the giant dragon in a timely manner. We won't be using greases otherwise, though, even the poison grease for the poison effect. We're going to be dedicated to using Poisonous Mist. So, yeah. Okay, very good. We go back here. Actually, we can go over here. We gotta get the gold pickled foulfoots for free. Since we have extra time, I'm kind of... Because I'm gonna probably do this in 4 days. I kind of want to fight Tree Sentinel as well, but... I don't know. Maybe if, like, I'm absolutely certain we cannot do this in 3 days, I'll just fight him, but that'd be fun to just torment him with 4 status effects. Tree Sentinels are really weak to route, by the way, so they get it applied very quickly. I don't think they take bonus damage or anything, but they just have a very low resistance to it. Okay. Very good. Very good. Gotta grab this wet blade here, or wet stone, whatever. Yep. Poggers, poggers. We'll go free Bach because you're a menace if you don't.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out?
Could you help us out, Cully?
Some clock. You were just thank.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get my reward from him.
You were just thank you. I was putting I ended
Just for funsies. Although if you're actually like speedrunning the game and trying to do this at level 1, then these mushrooms are actually pretty useful to kill Goskinoble, I think. Because they're for making the sleep pots, if I'm not mistaken. I've never actually tried that route though, so I don't know. Could be wrong. We'll skip that smithing stone there. We'll be fine. Alright, right up here is a gold pickled foulfoot. We're going to use one on the sleeping dragon and Kaled for an early game boost, and we're going to use the other one on Moog, most likely. Although, if I'm waiting till late game, I might honestly wait till Millennia. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Millennia is going to be a weird fight, by the way. Going to be super strange. Let's grab this Grace here. I need to do more lightning weapons, to be honest. I want to do a lightning infusion weapon real bad, but lightning is basically never the best infusion for any weapon. Keen's like almost always better. The only exception is like a Misericord. If I was doing a primary Misericord run and I was somehow trying to like stance break with that, then I would go lightning infusion. I might try that, honestly. It'd be kind of fun. Stone Sword Key, excellent. Misericord is kind of a lousy primary option though. Obviously you want to swap to it for crits, but if you're trying to inflict crits yourself, good luck getting stance damage on a dagger. You pretty much have to go Impaling Thrust or something like that. And then, first of all, hope you connect with your puny range. And then, hit him enough times with your low dagger stance damage to actually stance break him, so... Yeah, it would be rough, boys. It'd be really rough. Also, you know, I forgot to grab something here. Hold on, Dits. My mistake. We need this weapon. Boom, Morningstar. The Morningstar is innate bleed, so it'll be very useful on the Sleeping Dragon. Obviously, if you run Samurai, the Uchigatana already has a blade, so you don't need to worry about that. But if you don't run Samurai or the other class of the blade weapon, I forget which one, then just run the Morningstar instead. Same idea. Dun 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 dun. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness, the prompt doesn't show up sometimes. Here we go. We're almost done collecting things in Liurnia. Or not Lyrian, Weaving Peninsula, which is technically Limgrave. I like to lump them together. Okay, cool. We got a couple tiers to grab now. I'm also going to purchase the lantern for later. Just so we could see in caves without needing a torch. That would be very much appreciated. I'm going to start a new route this run for smithing stones, which pretty much means avoiding everything and going straight for the Crystallian to grab the smithing stone bell bearing 1. That means I am not going to go into other caves to collect smithing stone 1s off the ground, or 2s even. It also means the Crystallian fight is going to be long, but the thing with Crystallians is once you break their poise once, you could stagger them forever, so it doesn't really matter too much how little damage you're dealing. So, we should be fine. It's gonna suck bad with thrusting swords, though, because there's a hardness mechanic in the game, and I think I'm gonna bounce off their armor a bunch. So that's gonna blow, but we'll figure it out, though. I'll just have to out-heal them, I think. Which is okay. Okay, good. We just got done with a run that came over here with a Winged Scythe underneath this ground. A very awesome run. Technically deathless, although I died to fall damage once, so I'm going to try my hardest to make sure it doesn't happen again. We shall see. You know what's really funny? I was watching, I was uploading some more VODs on YouTube. And I saw that my day 4 of the shield run was popping off, relatively speaking, and I just found that so funny, because I guess people found it highly amusing that I was malding so much on Sunflower, or that one-shot Radon. One of those two. They must have found it highly amusing, boys. If you're here for that kind of run, sorry, it's not gonna happen, like, every day, but... you know, I will be doing goofy shield runs like that in the future, because my plan is to beat the game with every single weapon in some capacity. Okay, I got a couple things to purchase here. Let's purchase the lantern. Let's configure that as well. Boom. Loggers. We gotta come back here and purchase the crafting kit because we need to craft some blood grease.
This way, tarnished. May I have a word?
We'll talk to Simp Ronnie then. Okay. Yes, my queen. Yes, my queen. My fellow blue angel. Oh.
I was in torrent.
I'm not a Ronnie Simp, personally. I mean, she's cool, but not like crazy for me, honestly. Alright, crafting kit, there we go. Let's go into K-Lid now. Briefly, not for very long. We're gonna get our waypoints and our graces out of the way. Did I go in Dragon Breath? Yeah, I did, okay. Buggers. Okie doke. Gucci. It might actually be faster for me to do this. Yeah, for sure. Should probably not use these until I'm done robbing graves, which won't be for a while. Small route optimization here by going straight this way. Here's a grave site to pillage. Although there's not a lot here, anything's better than nothing in the early game, for sure. In this shack here is 5 free Scarlet Boluses. Very handy for millennia later. If you are unfortunate enough to get rotted, you need to cure that off or you like are guaranteed dead. Her rot's insane. Also for a couple miscellaneous fights. I don't want to go over here. We're not picking up the great sword, boys. I promise we will do that run someday. And we'll just do the stereotypical lion's claw probably with it too. Heavy greatsword with a lion's claw. Name a more classic Elden Ring build than that, dude. It's gonna be hard. Okay, another gravesite here. So that rune 6 is really the reason to come here. Okie doke. Artichoke. We'll grab the rune arc down here. We don't need the somber 9, but the rune arc would be extremely appreciated. Poggers. I could actually rune arc right now to get a little bit HP ahead of my great rune. But if I find another one, I'll do that. I don't want to use my only one and I have to purchase one. That'd be kind of annoying. So we won't need to do that. Try going this way, to be honest. Late, but welcome back, all. Hey, Scary, how you doing? Yeah, earlier my computer froze up almost. It was very uncharacteristic, so I had to reset, which was very interesting for sure. Okay, we could kill this guy right now, actually. I think. Yeah, let's go to round table.
It seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but I can take gathering place.
You're doing? That's what's up. That's what's up. Frick yeah. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing a super gimmicky run, but I love the gimmick, so I'm having a good time. For sure.
It is safe.
It is safe now. Yeah, shut up, Gideon. Gideon off there. I'll put a rapier through your back later on. That's what's up? Frick yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, I think I can go kill this dude right now, actually. Alright, let's go craft our blood grease. Oh, we can only craft 3. Is 3 gonna be enough? Let me... We'll hold on that, because there is some blood flowers up ahead, so we'll do a little bit of the Liurnia stuff. But we will go kill that dragon. I don't know if 3 is gonna be enough, honestly. I think we're gonna need 4 to kill him effectively. We're about to pick up our first weapon in the actual run, so that's very good. Also, I should grab the Golden Vow dagger before I forget. The next time I find a grace, I'll do that. I'm also paranoid that I didn't talk to White Mass, so I might go ahead and talk to him again. Is this a rune arc? Or just like a butterfly? That's a cookbook. Wow. Wow, wow, dude. That is a big who asked. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of that stuff real quick. White Mask first. Although I don't need to technically do his stuff early, but like I don't need to go to Mogwin Palace early if I'm not killing Moog day 1, which I probably won't. But there is still a benefit. Oh.
Oh, you made it, and before I fear you.
A little bit of a lag there, dudes. Okay, boys, we're back. I don't know what the problem was. Weirdly, if my OBS is in my off monitor, it starts lagging my computer like crazy now. That is brand new. That's not supposed to happen, so a little bit strange to be sure. But that's okay. Don't worry for YouTube watchers, I will be editing that down, so you don't have to worry about that garbage. Little bit weird, but whatever. We're gonna put the dagger in our offhand, or like our swap option. I always call it offhand, even though technically that's not true. It's our swap option, and we're gonna put Golden Vow on it right now. Very good pre-buff stuff. In case you're wondering, it doesn't matter if it's sacred or non-infused. Just have Ash of War, Golden Vow on it. Doesn't matter. Okay. So that is so strange. I guess I just have to have my OBS in my main monitor from now on, which sucks because I can't actually see if the stream's still going then, but I just have to hope that it does, or pull up my own stream and look at it. Kind of funny. At least the recording will be intact. Okay, down here in this merchant is the S stock. So S stock is best stock, of course. I will use that as an actual weapon. For sure. Once I have my stats for both rapiers.
surprised. No matter. Why don't? Oh, but don't.
All right, there we go. S stock, kind of expensive at 3,000, but definitely worthwhile. 11, 13 decks, very good. I actually do not remember the requirements of the Ant Spur right now. Is it 1020? I think it's 1020, right? I gotta look that up though. You know what? Screw the freaking map. We don't need a map anymore. We're big boys now. We don't need the freaking map. Where's my phone? Frick. Okay. I'll look it up at when I'm teleporting to minimize time loss. Boom. Okay. Ant Spur Rapier. Yes, 1020. Okay. So we're gonna want 1120 stats to use both rapiers at the dragon, which will be fine. I don't need that. Whoops, I messed that up. Let's align ourselves. Boom. Easy peasy. We'll go this way first to get some waypoints out of the way. I'm gonna hold on collecting the Haligtree piece for now until I have both weapons, I think. So I can actually kill Ensha with both weapons too. That'd be pretty fun, I think. The moment you collect one of the Haligtree medallions, usually the one from Albinus, because the other one's like forever away, Ensha spawns in a round table hold and tries to stop you from claiming both, so I could fight and kill him now, but I will instead wait on that. I might go and grab the Grace there, though. We'll see. We're gonna need this waypoint layer for Fortisax. You know what? How long is the recording so far? Let me check. Oh, that also lags now if it's on the other menu. Hold on. I can fix that real quick though, dudes. It's been going on for 54 minutes, really? Huh. Sorry for a bit of lag here, boys. Maybe I won't edit it. Do I be lazy and just upload the whole thing? I don't know. That is super weird, though. Let's get all our flash stuff done. That OBS like lags your computer like crazy when it's on another monitor. I don't know why that is. I'll have to do some research into that. It normally doesn't do that. Straight up. Okay, go back to the gate. My good old creaky chair. My not so silent partner in this world. Does this flail do actually strike damage? It does. It probably would make more sense, honestly, to fight the Crystallian with the flail than with the thrusting swords, but I'm committed to killing every boss as much as possible with thrusting swords. We can kill every boss with a thrusting sword in this run, but not with the status effects, unfortunately. Because we gotta kill Red Wolf with just a regular S-Stock, but that's okay. Close enough, right? Let's go south, and we gotta hit up the Rose Church first for some more blood grease stuff, and then we'll go to Albinus's hideout for the Grace, but we will not collect the Halley Tree Medallion yet. I guess we could use blood grease for the doggo if we want. Technically, that would be in the spirit of this run, right? So, maybe. Maybe. Where's the freaking church? What? Did I miss it? Did I actually miss the church? Oh, it's over here. Okay, yeah, I did miss it. That's funny. Weird. To be sure. There's a lot of things to grab here, but watch out for this guy. He kind of slaps. Boom. There we go. Blood roses. Oh, I'm stuck in combat, poggers. Eternal combat, boys. Like it's Dark Souls 2 again. Yeehaw! Yeah, I might not edit out that little lag thing. My excuse is, you get a glimpse into what streaming is like, I guess. Kick W. Okay. That's my excuse. We'll see, though. I'll have to think about it. Okay, Village of the Albinorics. We will grab the Grace here, but we'll come back later to pick up all that stuff. At this point, we gotta go to Northern Liurnia and deal with a lot of stuff. Okie doke. There is also a very valuable graveyard here, the best one, so I should go grab that as well. I wonder if I have the minimum stats and I have the cold S-Stock, I can straight away go for the Ant Spur. That'd be pretty risky to fight that NPC like immediately, but I might be able to do it. We'll see, boys. There's not much use, honestly, in going for it immediately, though, because I can't infuse with blood until Starscourge Radahn's dead, but I could rot him, Keck. Obviously, he is, he has a bit of a problem with rot, as we all know. Dude got the HIV straight up, my guy. Poor Radahn. Poor Dusty. This Grace might be faster than cutting across. I don't know, actually. But we'll see. Hush, 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 hush. Okay. We'll grab the Grace over here. Yeah, I don't think it actually is faster to go there. Okay. Because of the tilt of the map. Alright, we'll be back way later for Ronnie stuff. Maybe at the end of today, but probably not. Okay, so I wish I got the map actually, because now I'm kind of confused. I think I have to go over there though. But first, up here for some golden seed action. There should be a Grace to grab as well. It'll help out. I should have grabbed that blood rose over there. But I think 5 greases will be enough for even spill over for Doggerino. There are others here though. Boom boom. There we go. Spending 5 for free, may as well, less spending later. Okay. Is it time to kill our boy now? I think so. We can do a little teensy bit more, but that's about it. By coming over here. Let's also put this on quick bar, poggers. Do we have 2 rune arcs yet? Because I will use one until Godric is killed. May as well get like an extra bit of HP. I think it's like 10% more or something. I don't know. No, we still only have 1. Okay. There's 1 more golden seed and a sacred tear to grab, and that's gonna be it for the first part of the collectathon. Then we're gonna go kill the dragon, then we're gonna try to kill Doggo very quickly. It's gonna be really tough though, I think. Impaling thrust is gonna have to carry me really hard. Because I have a +0 S-Stock. We could go buy an upgrade, I guess, if we really are that desperate. It'd probably be worthwhile. Honestly. Actually, we gotta go over here. Yeah, over here. Let's not forget the sacred tier this time. Unlike last run where I had to actually go back through all the tiers to figure out where to go. Man. Yeah, you know what? We'll go visit a couple merchants and upgrade the S-Stock a teensy bit, but not a lot, obviously, because we can't, like, do a whole lot. +1 would be fine. +2 would be even better, honestly. How many of those materials do we have? Oh, we already have enough. Okay. Frick yeah, dude. For sure, then. One more detour. Let's look at this merchant and see if he has a +2 for me, and then we'll be good. We're gonna get a +4 stock, which will be definitely enough to kill the wolf comfortably. Boom. We could buy these two because they're cheaper. There we go, poggers. Alright, so here's a great way to slingshot your runes safely. You could also kill the Knights Cavalry and Dragon Barrow with gravity, but that's a little bit harder and risky. If you want to be safe, you come over here. So all you gotta do is come here to this ankle, activate Blood Grease, and start wailing with an innate blood weapon like Morningstar. I do terrible damage, right? Terrible, terrible damage. But there's the juicy bleed proc. Like 7 of those. I think it's like 6. I don't know. Should I say the meme? 6 to 7 of those will kill the boss. Generally good to wait for your stamina regen, honestly. When your weapon starts glowing, replenish the blood grease on it. Should go off soon. Yeah, there we go. Boom. In this position, it takes too long for the dragons to find you, so they'll all die by the time they even come close. I think 2 more and we're good. I'm just gonna do a preemptive blood grease while my stamina's recovering. Nice and efficient. And prep my Gold Pickles Foulfoot for when he dies. Which will increase my rune gain by 40%, which includes this guy and all the dragons around him that immediately die when he dies. Almost. I see a health bar jump, boom, there we go. Gold Pickled Foulfoot. Bam, free 100k runes. Okay, so with those runes, here's what I think I'm gonna do. Also, let's update our flasks. And get our physic going. Green spell, spiked is whatever. But we have enough healing, so fine. We're going to meet minimum requirements, so boom. 1620. We're gonna start pumping vigor up. Vigor to 30, and then should we just keep going Vigor, honestly? Because again, stats effects are going to carry our damage for the most part, so yeah, I think I'm just going to go Vigor to 40. Boom, easy. Now, within here, let's unequip this so we don't accidentally use it. Within here is also, we can just put on the S-Stock now. Augers. A really good early game option. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I should have talked about range earlier, but the S-Stock range is great. Not the best, but really great. Ansper Rapier's range, kind of mediocre, but still not the worst. So, yeah. We're going to have a longer offhand, which is kind of weird, but that's fine. Okay, here's the other medallion half for the lift. Okie doke. Another rune as well here. Awesome sauce. Good. Save and quit to reset aggro on those guys, and we get our prize. Ooh, bars. Boom, Radagon Sorcio, which boosts Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dex by 5. All very useful stats for this run. Increase your damage taken by 5 or 15%, but not a big deal overall. Okay, let's upgrade our weapon. Our next goal is to kill the Red Wolf of Radagon, so with a +4 weapon and with Impaling Thrust on S-Stock, that should be more than enough. So, no problemo there. Oh, we don't actually have enough for Smithing Stone. I should have bought more. Let's go buy more. Did a miscalculation in my head. In my head. We need 3 more Smithing ones. Okie doke. Oh, this guy doesn't have any? Now, you know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Honestly. I don't want to go searching every merchant and trying to find this garbage. Let's just go and kill our boy. We can honestly probably kill Rolana as well with the setup, but I want to get the stats effects working on as many bosses as possible, so I'll just come back later for her. No problemo. We'll also be using Blood Grace on Wolfie Boy just to make it even easier for us. I don't need it, but it is in the spirit of the run to inflict stats effects, right? So there we go. Yeah. Poggers, poggers, poggers. We do not need to go to the Magic Homeless Man to get the Somber Stone at least, so that's what's up. I'm actually gonna unequip my shield. I don't need it for anything. Okay, Doggo should be fine, although it might be a little bit strange. We'll see what happens. He's pretty weak to everything, so... His health bar shouldn't be that big. Let's use this. Golden Vow. Blood Grease. Alright, here we go, boys. Nah, Chud. Ooh, good damage. Do I have enough for another impaling? I do, okay. That's what's up. Best move you could do right there. Boom. Okay, there's my last FP flask. Oh, no stam. Annoying. I can't stance break him because he's too mobile. That is super annoying. Keeps dead zoning me. Oh. Okay. Oh, too early. I just died, buddy. No. Boom. There we go. Boggers. Boggers. Okay. And with that, we've unlocked the Cold Estoc. So let's go and collect our prize, boys. Let's sit down with the Grace, too. Let's not get too overzealous. I need to remember where Chilling Mist is, too. I forget where Chilling Mist is. If I can go get that right now, I'll just go ahead and grab that. Although I'm going to use Impaling Thrust on one more boss, and that is the Crystallian to break his stance. There we go, Glintstone Whetblade. That lets us get cold infusion. Very useful. Very useful indeed. We're still in combat. Okay, we'll just reset. Where is Chilling Mist, though? Let me see. Where be Chilling Mist? Oh, in the ruins south of Rena's Rise. Okay. So that's... I could go get that right now, but... I mean, yeah, we actually could go get that right now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab that. I'm gonna bug... what's her face, by the way? What is her name? Loretta, there we go. Sorry. I'm a mess today, dudes. I blame the stream garbage from earlier. There's a way to kill this ghost Loretta without a single bit of hassle, and I'll show that off right now. I'm just gonna do that so I don't have to come back later. I just want to get done with Chilling Mist. And it's a free extra runes at the beginning, so why not, right? Okay. Cool, cool. Where's the annoying hand trap? Oh, there it is. Foggers. I guess we can talk to Ronnie while we're here, Keck. Get started with that part of the game. Why not? Aw, man, History's playing Legend of Grimrock. I get to miss it again. Sad, dude. Oh well. Bum. Okay, Golden Seed, Poggers. Now there is a bug for Loretta, I'll show that off here, that does allow you in fact to kill her without her ever attacking, so... I don't feel bad about using this bug because you fight the real Loretta later and you can't bug that one and it's way harder, so you're not missing on like the definitive fight or anything. So I can't really be too upset. And it's a useful tool early on for getting to Ronnie, so... I'll go ahead and show that off right here. So what you do is come over here, try to spawn her towards the stairs, because she can actually run towards you at the beginning. So, spawn her by touching this water, boom, and come over here. Go to the back wall here on the side, go to the middle, and then, boom, save quit. This fails to kick you out of the arena because they didn't extend the unstable ground thing all the way up here for some reason. And when you reload, you're still inside the arena, and there she is. So, bada bing, bada boom. She will not react to any attacks at all. And you just get a free kill. So, yeah. You see, I could have killed her, but it would have taken forever to chunk down her health. I'd have to turtle her down, too, so... And by the way, she's also immune to status effects, but if you want to feel better, I'll just put on Blood Grease, so there we go. We're inflicting a status effect, technically. Heck W. You're not even in combat, technically, so your stamina's even going down. It's super weird. Boom, GG. Okay, now, Chilling Mist is allegedly somewhere in here. Also, I'm going to save my runes for now, because I'm going to need a lot to upgrade. Because I need to purchase the smithing stones for both weapons, and then pay the upgrade fee, so I'm just going to be saving my runes right now. There aren't that many major bosses left before getting my weapons, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Alright, the Teardrop Scarab should be somewhere nearby. This one? Might be this one. Boom, Chilling Mist, Boggers. Okay, one more thing. Or actually, we could... Yeah, no, let's do this right now, Let's go take care of the Crystallian in the cave, so we can actually go get some upgrades. Let me add another FP flask, though, in case I need more stance and damage stuff. Our goal is just going to be to break the Crystallian once, and then it's GG. It doesn't matter what he does, we'll just freaking massacre him. And if we do, like, 1 damage, he will die and get So the Crystallian in this cave to the southeast of my current location has the Smithing Stone Bell Bearing 1, which allows you to purchase an infinite number of Smithing Stone 1 and 2s. Very handy, for sure. Especially when you're rocking double Smithing Stone weapons like I am. So, yeah, definitely recommend. I don't recall where it is exactly, but let's see if I can find it without looking at the map. Oh yeah, it's past this guy on the west, that's right. What is this, by the way? Oh, a Somber 3. Ooh. Wow, a Somber 3. Crazy. I will put on Bleed Grease just to roleplay that I'm inflicting a status effect as well. Just like Ghost Loretta. So, yeah. There are some smithing stones lying about, but it's honestly kind of dangerous, so I'm just going to run through. Straight up. I'm not going to pick up very many, if at all. Unless they're literally on the path. Yeah, not in here, it's in here. See, like right there, I can grab that one pretty easily. Now, to fully upgrade both weapons, I'm going to need 24 smithing stones of each tier, which is obviously a humongous amount, but as long as I can purchase them, that alleviates the burden a lot, to be sure. That also means we're going to be, on average, a lower level than we usually would be. But it won't be by much. It'll only be like a couple by the end game. It does mean we're going to be lagging a level like every time though, so. Just something to keep in mind. There is a clutch I can grab right here, which is highly recommended. Boom. Smithing stone 3s, very nice. Alright, here's the Crystallian boss, so I'm not making a Golden Vow, I'm just going to Blood Grease here for the memes, and then we're going to try to stance break him, that's the goal. If we can do that, we're good. Okay. Boom, there we go. Augers. That is basically a GG right there. If only he could bleed, dude, but he cannot. Unfortunately. Boom! Frick yeah. Now I get the Smithing Stone Miners Bell Bearing 1. Very nice. With that, we can leave and just immediately start purchasing our stones, so. I have a level 2 weapon right now, right? So yeah, we need 6 more Smithing Stones to upgrade this bad boy, and then we need the 12 more from... or for the other weapon, so let's go ahead and handle that right now. So we have 3 right now, so we're gonna need 3 more. That takes care of the S-Stock. We need 12 more after that to take care of the Ant Spur. So there we go. And then for Smithing Stone 2s, we need 21 more in general. Boom. Now we have enough to upgrade both. So now you know what's next. I'm going to go get the Ant Spur. So then we'll have all the weapons for the run. It is at this point as well that I could technically change out my weapon. Upgrade. Boom. We'll hold the Smithing Stone 3s for now. I'll do Chilling Mist now. Make a cold S-Stock. There we go. One weapon is complete. We need to go get the second one, though. And here is how we do it. I don't remember exactly where we need to go for this NPC, but I could look it up, I guess. Actually, it's... this church would be better. Poggers. Let's take a look. Ant Spur. La Piel. Kinda need to go pee as well. Wonder if I should do that, actually. Yeah, okay, so it's out in that field. Okay. I know exactly where to go. I'm gonna go to the restroom, though, so I'll do the Lift of Dectus cutscene for you guys, and then I will go pee. I hope the Twin Husk Maiden sell a bow. I didn't actually check. That'd be really nice, though. Because then I can immediately go grab the Poison Mist in Caelid without much hassle. Here we go, Grand Lift of Dectus. Very nice indeed. Let's go grab this Grace over here, and then there's a lot of stuff to grab in Altus Plateau, but I'll table that for now in favor of grabbing the weapon first, just so we have it. Yep, that should be good. I guess I will go up here, though, first, because I don't have to come here again, because we don't have Alexander's quest line, and we need to grab a golden seed, so we'll go grab this first, at least. We can also grab the other bell bearing, the Smithing Stone 2, which allows you to purchase +3s and +4s. Smithing Stones. I don't think I have enough runes to capitalize on that, though, but that would definitely be a huge boon to get that done early, so we can do that as well. Okay. Poggers. Actually, you didn't go to the restroom. Kick. I was too excited. I was too enthused in the run. to go ahead and do that. I was too darn excited. I'll go to the restroom after we grab the Anspur. How about that? Okay, Erdtree Grazing Hill, or Erdtree Gazing Hill, actually. Huh. No herds to graze on the grass here, I guess. We'll come down this way. We'll cut across and grab the grace, and then we'll go down this ravine. Which is where our prize awaits. We have to fight a NPC fight that I don't normally fight, so I don't know how it's going to be, but... should be fine with an S-stock. Not that hard, honestly. Just spam dash attacks and should be good. But we'll see. I do have the rot boluses as well, in case the Anspur Rapier somehow rots me. That he uses. Should be fine, though. Oh, can we grab this golden seed for free? Heck yeah. Oh, weird hitbox. Cool. Okay. We'll be back shortly to start the Altus Plateau Collectathon. I might honestly just do that immediately just to get out of the way, but we'll see. After I get Anspur. Because once Altus Plateau is done, that's it. Like, that's most of the collecting done. That's out of the way. So that would further my goal of getting all that stuff done. Maybe I'll prioritize killing Starscourge Radahn, though, and getting the blood infusion going. We'll see, I guess. Not there. It's over here. Right? Am I going crazy? Oh yeah, it is over here. Okay. Boggers. I think you could go up there and then drop down here, technically, to be a little bit faster, but... whatever. Alright, here's the Shaded Castle. I guess we actually want to do Millicent's questline as well, so while we're here, we should go and grab the, Valkyrie prosthesis. So we can go ahead and just do that too. We don't need to kill anything to do that. With a simple save and quit, we can avoid all combat. We do want this grace though, because we're gonna have to warp out of here. So in case you haven't noticed, or you're new to the channel, you can actually save and quit to reset enemy aggro and positions in every game but Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 2, it resets their aggro but not their position. Because they just were being annoying chuds when designing that game, I guess. But in this game, you can save and quit to reset aggro and positions, which is a humongous tool for avoiding unnecessary aggression. It lets you run through areas relatively safely. Extremely key at level 1, for sure. For getting through areas. And I make heavy use of it. I'll demonstrate that right here as well. See, I could fight this cleaner at night, which would be kind of annoying, but I can instead just go behind, save and quit. And when we reload, both the zombies in that catwalk and the cleaner at night will not be aggroed. Poggers. So I'll have the Valkyrie's prosthesis for Millicent's questline later. Glad to have that done. I'm happy I remembered that, because that would have been really annoying to come back here, honestly. Okay. In a field to the west is the Antspur Rapier, guarded by an NPC. So let's go ahead and do that. I think it's that one, actually. I prefer not to fight the golem with, but I might have to. Okay. We're just gonna dash attack and roll away. Remember that I said earlier the Antspur Rapier is worse range than the S-Stock? That lets me attack from further away from relative safety. It ain't perfect, but it's pretty good. Keep backing up to avoid the golem. I don't want to turn this into a 2v1 if I could help it. Oh, then that hurts. Delayed impaling thrust. She can't spam that though, so there's GG. Boom. There we go. And there's our prize, the Antspur Rapier, which we're gonna immediately upgrade to the primary weapon. Augers. There's a lot of enemies here, so I'm just gonna save and quit to reset aggro, and we will leave. First off, upgrade this weapon to +6. Or actually, we can just go get the bell bearing right now, I think. It'd be fine. We should upgrade to +6 anyways, to make sure I don't run out of money accidentally early and then just not have an upgrade for because I purchased too many smithing stones or something. So we'll go ahead and upgrade it immediately.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arm.
Answer, actually, no, not Ash of War yet. Boom. We also have a +3 we can upgrade it with. Boom. +7. Poggers. Okay, now I'm going to go grab the other bell bearing. Before I do that, though, let me go pee, so I will be right back, boys. Okay, I am back. Alright, so luckily the somber, or not the somber, regular smithing stone bell bearing 2 is very easy to go get. In fact, you don't have to kill a single enemy to get to it from here, so. Let me go ahead and demonstrate as well. Hug the left wall of this cliff. If you don't, this rune bear up ahead is going to aggro, and you do not want that. So stick to the left, for sure. Let me make sure my stream's still going as well. Now I gotta be super cautious because my OBS is on underneath my game on my main monitor. Yep, it is. Awesome, awesome. You could run past the Tree Sentinel duo pretty easily here. Boom. Doing this, you only aggro one, and you avoid the ballistae on the stairs, so pretty important. Sit this Grace quickly, because this guy's right behind you sometimes. This time he wasn't, so that's what's up. I'll grab these golden seeds while we're here. And the map. And then the smithing stone bell bearings at the beginning of a cave right down here, so very easy. Very, very easy to get. And that's as good as it gets, by the way, in terms of weapon upgrades for a while, because the rest of the bell bearings are after Lindell. So I gotta go kill Morgott, basically, to make good use of that. Honestly, though, if I do, I might be able to kill Moog. After all, I don't know. We'll have to see. Not having enough runes for high vigor is problematic, though, because obviously I won't have the purifying crystal tier for Moog. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You see how the jump attack is, like, somewhat promising? I might build towards that, honestly. We'll see. But there's the smithing stone bell bearing, too. Nice and simple. So at this point, I can upgrade my weapon a little bit more, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay. We're gonna prioritize Antspur Rapier, since that is the one that has the predominant stats effects. And it's also my main hand weapon, so that will be the priority, followed by the Estoc. Very useful indeed. Boom, okay, Smithing Stone 3. We'll just do 11 so we can upgrade the Estoc a teensy bit as well. Can we actually do Force? We don't have enough Muns for that. Let's see. We might have enough Muns if we use our golden runes. Next boss we're gonna kill is Radon, because I want to get that bleed diffusion going, and then we can start taking care of stuff. We could also do the Altus Plateau Collectathon right now, if we so desire. Yeah, this should actually be enough for upgrades, I think. We might be fine. So yeah, how many am I gonna need for Estoc, though? Let's see. I know I need 24 for 24 of these bad boys. Now for Estoc, what level are we? We're still 6, right? So yeah, we would need the full 12. We don't need 2 for there, okay. So we need 22, I think? My math is correct, which hopefully it is. I don't think we could upgrade everything immediately, but after we kill Radon, we definitely can, so. No problemo. We'll upgrade everything we can right now and just gun down Radon. Which won't be hard, at all. No, not Ash of War yet, so we're not quite ready yet for that. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, we can upgrade everything. Wow, crazy. Boggers, dude. We got 2 + 12 weapons already. Heck yeah. Again, that's as good as it gets until we kill Morgott and go to the ice area. One more thing, though. Let me see if there's a bow that's sold. here? There is indeed. Okay, very good. Bow is very nice. We're gonna need that, actually. We don't have any arrows yet. Can we craft? We need thin beast bones. Okay, well. Might go just kill some mobs. I don't know. But actually, someone should sell some arrows, right? Maybe we don't have enough for it, but we don't need that many. We need arrows to get poisonous mist for our ant spur, so.
Well, you're back.
Okay, yeah. 21 arrows should be enough. Excellent. We can go grab poisonous mist then before we're done as well. Excellent. So we're going to do things in a slightly weird way. We're going to actually make like a U around the swamp by going over here first. Okie doke. Here's a Millicent. We'll come back later for a quest line because I want to kill Commander Neil or O'Neill with all the stats effects, so I'm not going to kill him right now. Even though it'd be definitely possible to do it. For sure, for sure. Well, you know what we also can do, actually, ahead of Radon? We can go do the Clean Rot Night duo, I guess. It'd be a little bit risky, though. They're also immune to rot, so, you know, it's kind of irrelevant, but... We should be able to kill them, I think. It'd just be really annoying, because I don't think they stagger to the thrusting swords, so... They'd get a whole lot of hits in on me, let's just put it that way. There's a freaking moth in my room, poggers, boys, poggers. Okay, Poisonous Mist is down here. I don't know if the Clean Rot Knights are immune to poison. They should be immune to rot, obviously, like, duh, but poison, not so sure. I'm gonna assume they're not, actually. Alright, it is this crystal tier here. Can I actually be like a Mongol and attack from the horse? I can, okay. Boom. Poisonous Mist, there we go. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna equip the wrong thing because it's freaking moth. Holy cow. Almost want to pause the stream to go kill it, but we're on a tight schedule, boys. So, not going to do that. Okay, we got both our Ashes of War, so that's awesome.
Well, I took you no matter how you're up.
Boom. We'll do standard affinity for now. Obviously, because we can't change affinities. So we have Rot, Poison, and Frost. The only thing we have left is obviously Bleed. But we're not going to be able to do that really. Like, we kind of can though, technically. With a certain trick, I think. Actually, no, I don't think you can infuse Frost weapons with grease, can you? We'll see. I'll take a look when I dismount over here in a second. We're going to go grab the Rune Scarab now, which is the best talisman in the game, because you can literally gain the benefits of it without needing to have it in combat. That is extremely potent, dudes. So, yeah. Very, very important. That'll help with Radon and with, honestly, every single Shard Bearer. TBH. Alrighty. Let me test this real quick. Yeah, you cannot grease, that, unfortunately, Sedge. That means these greases are pretty much pointless now, so we'll get them off. We might need the boluses, though. Okay. Took a bit of damage there, but that's okay. We can actually heal that up with our Flask of Physique, so not a big deal at all. Activate our lantern so the VOD watchers can actually see what's going on. See, I do care about you guys. Yeah, maybe jump attacks will be the best way to do this, as well as the grounded R1 or L1. Maybe, dudes. Might be worth grabbing the jump talisman. Mayhaps. Okay, so the way you do this is put Chilling Mist in your offhand, and then boom, we get Poison Mist in the fight for battle. Oh, I didn't actually do the other flash, that's funny. Oof, he started with that, that's crazy. So far, not so good. Oh, good damage though, holy cow. Even though he's blocking, I'm doing that much damage. That's crazy. Heck yeah, dude. You heal to your heart's content, my dude. Oh, the hyper armor of these guys is so obnoxious. It's crazy. Let me heal, come on. This dude is a guard spammer. Holy cow. They're being super duper annoying. There we go. Oh. They tried to do a wombo on me. Crazy. We're getting dog water RNG. It's really bad. Oh, good though. Good. I can actually get a backstab here. That was a bit of a throw on his part. Heck yeah, okay. Now we're good, essentially. There's that triple slash. He did it too. Cool. That's what's up. Okay, we're just gonna trade here a little bit. The hyper armor is really annoying, but we can just trade through. Boom, poggers. Now you can actually use that trick to immediately get the benefit of the gold scarab. Boom. You see I get extra runes, unequip, boom. I didn't even need to have it on for combat, so very, very handy indeed. And we'll be doing that for all the bosses in this run. Okay. Time to go fight Radon. Since I can't level up my weapons anymore for a while, I can actually use my runes for upgrades as well, for like leveling up my stats. Oh boy. This guy has 360 degree sight, by the way. I think it's a bug, but yeah. Forgot about him. Okay. We'll fight Radahn next, so we could just complete our weapon synergies. Very good, very good. It's gonna be really hard to apply Chilling Mist on him, so I'm just gonna do Poison Mist. Remember, my S-Stock already deals a lot of Frostbite buildup, so I don't need Chilling Mist by any means, so... I could, like, pre-buff it, but it's gonna be, like, really minuscule for him, because it's such a long run, so... I'll just focus on Poison Mist instead. And yes, if you macro it correctly, you can actually have both Chilling Mist and Poisonous Mist up. One on one weapon, one on the other, so... It's actually pretty effective when that happens, but... For Radahn, because of the weird circumstances of starting his fight, we'll just have Poison Mist. Ready as I'll ever be, boy.
But now.
Okay, the goal is to just get up real close to him. Hopefully he doesn't give me bad arrow RNG, but I wouldn't put it past him, honestly. I would not. How long has the recording been going, by the way? 2:02, okay, so I have about an hour. Okay, so we'll, get the quest line done, or we'll kill Radahn at least. Maybe start Millicent's quest line. Okay, he's doing that early. I'm just gonna stay back then. Oh my goodness, that hit me, dude. You know what? I kind of want to see if I could get a no damage on this guy, so let's just fish that out. I'm curious, dude. Hold on, boys. Hold the phone. That was ridiculously horrendous RNG, so I'm gonna see if my stream principles hold true and I can actually get a second attempt on him. And it's like perfect RNG. That was horrendous RNG. What the? Okay. Okay, there's some weird stuff happening. Why did that hit me? Yeah, we're committed now. We're fishing this. We're fishing this out. We're fishing out a perfect opening. I'll go back and get more flash too if I have to. This is about making a point now. This is making a point about the freaking game. There we go. There we go, poggers. So I'm gonna wait for his long combo and then I'm gonna swoop in. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Cool. Excellent. Poison mist here. Is he already poisoned? Yo, frick yeah, dude. That was a pretty bad combo for him to do. Status effects carry me. We're already in this phase, wow. I need poison again. I mean, I don't need it, but may as well, right? Boom. Okay. Look at that damage, dude. He's getting ticked down. Oh, I didn't take any damage right now. Oh, when he lands. Can he get killed in the air then? I wonder, actually. I don't know. I gotta stay back from here. More poison mist. Foggers. Oh, he did that behind him. He's not supposed to. Weird. Oh. Heck yeah. That was a really bad RNG at the end, but poison and rot got him. Heck yeah, dudes. He did a move he wasn't supposed to do from behind, so I'm just gonna chalk it up to the game trying to kill me and break the rules, which it does a lot, so. The game loves to bend the rules and try to kill me, but it usually fails. Thank frick. He is not supposed to do the turnaround move from behind. That's a little weird. That is definitely atypical, dude. But we got him, and that is our first boss on the counter. Frick yeah. Let me actually move my stream elements so I could update this better. There we go. 1 out of 26. Excellent. At this point, we're gonna take a small break and begin the collectathon. Actually, no, we'll do Nocron first to get our whetstone. And then we'll do the collectathon for Altus Plateau. So then all the side area type collectathons are complete. Okay? That would be very handy indeed to have all those done. What should I level? Probably Vigor to 40, I would think. Because remember, I'm trying to wean off of this Radagon Source Seal as soon as possible. Because that extra damage increase, you don't want that late game. So 40 is pretty good. I'm going to want 50 for Fire Giant and then 60 for the end game. But 40 will suffice for everybody prior to Fire Giant for sure. All I gotta do now is level up Dex and maybe Strength a bit more, and then we could take off Radagon Source Seal, so we'll be good. Also, a side effect of running status effects is that I don't need to pump up my DPS stats immediately, obviously, because the status effects are gonna do most of the work. They're gonna do the lion's share of everything, so yeah. Very good. I guess I should have mentioned at the start as well, but Rykard is not going to be possible with this setup. I might be able to cheese him with Rot and Poison, but he's really poison resistant, obviously, because he's a snake. He's not immune, though, I don't think. But, I don't know. I could try to goof around and try to do it with that, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to work too well. Honestly. We could try, though. We could try if we really want to. We could try to just kill him with status effects. It would mostly be Rot and Poison doing the work. Maybe I'll get like 1 bleed off of him. 1 Frostbite, who knows. If we go that route, though, I'm definitely waiting until we're at plus 25 weapons. 100%. Should we kill Regal Ancestor Spirit while we're here? Probably, right? I'll go get my bleed stuff and then just go kill him real quick. Because, I mean, he's right here. Like, may as well. So. At least you don't have to deal with Gargoyle Duo. We do not want to do that because they're immune to all status effects. So it would be misery to fight them. Especially with a thrusting weapon. Good luck hitting with their legs. They're like a hard counter to this build. So we're obviously going to go through the sewers instead and fight Fake Moog to get to Fortis Axe. Since fighting these guys, like, that's just, like, why? Why would you fight the gargoyles with this setup? It's just so dumb. Alright, let's double mist our adversary here. Boom, do that, and then do this. Bleed. Or frostbite, poggers. And poison. Heck yeah. Not rot yet, though, unfortunately. Fling, fling, fling. There we go. It ain't gonna work, buddy. At least the cloud won't work. A nice thing about leading with the S-Stock on the offhand is that your L1 starts with the S-Stock with a longer range, so you could get a lot of punishment in right there. Look at that, both of them are ticking at the same time. Heck yeah, dude. It only shows the Scarlet Rot, but both of them should be ticking right now. You can see it by the numbers. I could torment him, lead him to a Scarlet Rotty death right now. We'll give him a merciful death, though. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, dudes. It's always super fun to do, like, cheesy garbage like that, in my experience. Somberstone 5, let's go. Let's go spawn Regal Ancestor, but we won't fight him until we actually have bleed, which will be shortly after we light the sconces. I forgot to light the second one, but we'll go back and grab that. Boom. We also need to talk to Ronnie, so we may as well do that. Because we can't actually grab the Finger Slayer Blade until we talk to Ronnie for some reason, so... we'll go ahead and do that after we grab all the sconces. For our boy. Oh my goodness, he waited until I was done with the animation. Annoying Chud. Okie doke. One more sconce over here that I usually get earlier. Okay, We're in combat, so I'm just going to save and quit. Now we're going to go to Ronnie and talk to her so we can progress her quest line. Then we'll just complete her quest line here while grabbing the bleed whetstone along the way. And then our weapons are set. Exciting. We actually managed to get them both done. So that is Poggers. And they're a decent level as well, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Come on, Ronnie. Show me the goods. Show me the goods.
Oh, I believe it pleases Tanya. I have no intrigue. Wilt thou? I am the that I might well. I see thou art.
I shall serve Ronnie the Witch, my queen.
It left to go there.
Golly. We gotta talk to all the homies down here, though. All of the homies, and E.G. and Blythe, because Sluvis is the only true homie, right?
Oh, you've defeated a grand pleasure, the Carian Royal.
There you go. Actually, Blythe's not gonna be here, is he? Yeah, because he's already screwed off in the crater.
Yes, I am. I don't know what, but since I ask,
Here we go.
I reside in...
I reside in another tower close by. Yep. We won't bother with Salubis this time, luckily. No more magic scorpion charms runs for a little bit. It will be Ancestral Woods, right? Yeah. Okay. I wish there was a fast way to descend here without, like, parry cheesing. That'd be super cool. Night Sacred Ground, okay. Don't need to fight these guys, luckily. Very cool. And right here, at this altar, boom, Black Wetblade. Very nice indeed. With that, I can infuse my Antspur Rapier with bleed, and then we are done with infusions. Frick yeah, dude. We have both our infusions, both our Ashes of War taken care of. Very nice. There we go. Save and quit to reset aggro, because apparently I aggroed something I can't teleport out. That's what's up. How much more time do we have in the recording? 40 minutes? Okay. That's what's up. That is definitely enough time to get a bunch of stuff done. Sick. Let's actually... should we do that right now? Maybe we'll do that at the end. I don't know. We're going to do a bunch of miscellaneous tasks now in preparation for day 2, and if we still have time after that, we'll kill Godric. But otherwise, that's going to be it for boss kill. So we might kill Godric today. If not, obviously that'll be day 2. But for now, we're going to do Ronnie's questline. We're going to go to the Divine Tower and do the Fortisac stuff. We're going to do Millicent's questline. Actually, I guess we'll kill Godskin Apostle then, because we have to.
Not blood. Even in my... It is in my thanks soon. My thanks.
I should probably go kill Godric, honestly. But we'll see how much time we have, for sure. We'll see how much time we have. Oh, let's actually go over here. Now, I don't need to kill everything. I actually found a new route that's faster. I don't know if it's going to work, though. We're going to science live. Just a disclaimer, any deaths right now to fall damage, I'm not going to count. Because, like, in this area, because I'm sciencing. Just let it be known. I could have done this without dying to falls, but this is a science part right here, so... Just let it be known ahead of time, not counting any deaths to fall, just in this area. Woo! There we go, it worked. We're good. Crisis averted, boys. Crisis averted. That saves a bunch of time and headache being able to land that. So there we go, improved route. We didn't even have to invoke the extra rule. Log in. Yeah, I might want to go jump attacks, honestly. Especially to exploit the multi-hit talismans. That might be the play, honestly, dudes. That might be the play. Now, in case you weren't aware, you don't need to actually kill the Goskin Noble on this bridge. You can just ride past him. He might hit you once, but not a big deal. Fireball is his best opening. That's good. Oh yeah, we'll kill Commander O'Neill as well, because that's part of Millicent's questline. So there are 2 bosses for sure we're going to kill. I think we are going to have time, actually, to kill Godric. I think we will have time, but we'll see. I don't know how to actually get the jump attack talisman without going in the side entrance, though, so... Yeah. I guess we'll spend the last part of today figuring that out. But Godric would be good because obviously I get his Great Rune and then also another talisman slot from Margit and then another one from killing Godric, so that's 3. So that would be really good, and I do have enough talismans for that, actually. You know what? I'll just go ahead and kill him next, just so the VOD watchers can skip ahead. Because I know you guys don't want to watch me collect, like, everything forever, so... We're gonna go kill Godric right now, but after that, just for your information, if you want to keep watching, we're gonna be doing Millicent's questline. We're gonna grab the jump talisman, probably, if I can figure out where to go. And... Oh yeah. Actually, I can do that in a second. I can infuse my thing with blood in a second. What else? Millicent's questline. Until we kill her to get her talisman. We're gonna get the sword signia talisman by killing the Clean Rot Knight in that cave. We're gonna be doing the jump attack talisman. And then any time left over, we'll be doing the collectathon in Altus Plateau. Okay? We'll finish a collection in Altus Plateau next time. And then we'll be boss killing again. Frick yeah. We might actually be able to complete the game in 3 days today. Or 3 days this run. I don't know. Oh yeah, let me, before I forget, infuse my ant spur with bleed. I gotta do that. And then we're gonna infect the frick out of Margit, dude. He's gonna get so many diseases, dude. It's gonna be poggers. Boom. Blood, Anspur, Rapier with Poison Mist. That is how you get 3 stats effects on one weapon, boys. You can also do Bleed or a Seppuku with Poison Infusion if you want. But this is better. Okay. Time to infect the heck out of Margit, dude. Let's get rid of these Scarlet Boluses. Get our pre-buffs going. Golden Vow. Chilling Mist. And then we'll do Poisonous Mist actually in the battle. Come on, I gotta infect you, dude. There we go. Oof. Oof. Crazy damage, dude. Alright, boys. Frig yeah.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame.
Yep. Stay mad, Margit. Stay mad. Omen shall brook thee no quarter. Yeah, whatever, dude. You're not intimidating.
Come over here, would you? It's tight.
Even though I don't know how to get the jump attack talisman from the side entrance, I'm still gonna go the side or the main gate because it's faster. Straight up. So, don't mind me. We'll Golden Vow first, though, in case I get blown up by these ballistae. Oh. Very good. I also since learned that you can actually do Godric's arena here, this tower, without needing to double back, because there is a grace up there, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and just take care of that right now, so I can just warp there immediately later. Or actually, will the doors be closed? The doors might actually be closed, now I think about it. Now I'm scared, so I'm just gonna chicken out of that. We'll chicken out, dudes, and just go do things the normal way. Fine by me. Fine by me. Alrighty. So we will want this grace here for later. Very good. Oh yeah, I also forget. We can kill Ancestor Spirit. I guess we could kill that on day 2 though, actually. Doesn't matter. We can still kill him day 2. Big whoop. I don't think anyone's dying to see Regal Ancestor Spirit anyways. He's ready to go for day 2. Boys. That's all that matters. Okay, gotta grab the golden seed here that I always forget about. Can't forget. I've been better recently, though, for sure. Yeah, these birds are like giga annoying. Literally just spam thrust attacks to keep up with you. Ooh, artificial difficulty. So fun. Okay, we're gonna kill Godric here. Won't be a problem at all. He's freaking giga easy. In fact, I think I could actually do my entire pre-buff rotation inside the arena. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. He's already poisoned. Frick yeah. Crazy did that whole combo first. Let the poison take him down. For memes. Are we doing this? Okay. Well, he's definitely gonna phase after this. I'll reapply poison when phase 2 starts. If I can. Can I? Do I have enough FP? I think I do. Yippers. Oh, we got the glitch fire, Sedge. Sometimes I could glitch and go behind them. Known bug. Not counting the glitch, we no damage him, so I will count that as a no damage. Boggers. Boggers. Nice little no damage there. 2 out of 26 Remembrance bosses too. We could also do White Mask questline, actually, now I think about it. Because at this point, we can go talk to the Two Fingers, so... yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll do that as well. At least part of it. We can't do the other part by killing the dude yet, but... I mean, we could, I guess. Nothing's stopping us. Killing the Beast Master, whose name escapes me right now. It's not Garank, it's Magnus. Magnus Beastclaw in Altus Plateau. I guess we'll kill Moog fairly early on in day 2 then. Once we get plus 18 weapons. Very nice, very nice. Okie doke. We're going to be using Godric's Great Rune for a while because the added stats is a humongous benefit. I think that's another misuse, another 5 vigor, more endurance, so more stamina, more damage from strength and dexterity, a little bit more bleed buildup with arcane and damage with ant spur. It's like a humongous increase for a while. In fact, this might be one of the runs where I just keep that for the entire game. I don't know. Instead of Radahn's. It'd be kind of surprising, honestly, but maybe. I might just keep Godric's for the entire game instead of Radahn's rune. Just because Let's see, any stat that I could benefit from. Vigor, mind, endurance, strength, dex, arcane. Literally, it's just intelligence and faith. That I would not benefit from. So, in some way. So that would be very handy indeed. Yeah, I guess you can't actually come here until you kill Godric. You can't enter the tower, so yeah, it would have been a waste of time to go through there. That would have been, sad. That would have been sad indeed. Alright, let's get an easy one out of the way. Let's get to the, actually, let's talk to Two Fingers. Let's not forget about that. Then we're gonna go grab the regular sword insignia, okay? The winged sword insignia stacks with Millicent's prosthesis, so we probably want that.
Only fine. You have it now. To become the thing as much.
Very good. Okay. To do that, we come over here. How much time do we have left before 3 hours? Yeah, about 24 minutes, poggers. Okay. We could definitely get all this done. We can also go to pick up Albanus's half of the Halleck tree now if we want. No harm, no foul, I guess. I'm gonna wait until the last moment to get the jump attack talisman, because if I fail to figure out where to go, I'm just gonna look up a route from my current position. And I'll just do it at the beginning of day 2. Or more correctly, I'll science a route, because I'll just do that off stream with another character. I know there is a way to get over there, though. At least there should be. I don't know. I do not know, dudes, now I think about it. Maybe we'll take the side route for safety. Oh, actually, no, there is a way. I'm pretty sure there is a way, actually. Okay. No pre-buffs. We'll just murder this guy with jump attacks. We might have to trade a lot, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Let's get away from the poison, though, dude. Come on now. I think he is immune to poison. Unfortunately. Oh, he did his freaking grab follow-up kick. Worst RNG. That's fine. I can just heal through it. Boom. Okay, there we go. Amazing. He has like 2 moves and I get the worst RNG still. Crazy. Crazy work. Okay, how do we quickly... I guess we go here to kill Commander O'Neill. We'll go ahead and do that then. Let me unpause my stream one final time to make sure my counter is going. Oh, it's actually just stuck. There we go, okay. Okay, 226. I'm getting better and better slowly at making sure that counter is accurate. I know I'm not the best at it, guys, and I apologize for that, but I'm trying my best. I am trying my best, dudes. Okay, so for Commander O'Neill, you can actually sneak up to him here, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to come here, Golden Vow, Chilling Mist. Oh, he heard that. Okay. That's a little crazy. You can still get a lot of value, though. Pretty much proc every stats effect on him here. Very good. He might be immune to rot, but everything else he's weak to. Okay, let's kill the NPCs here. Oh my goodness, they both quick attacked. There we go. Annoying chuds, holy cow. Oh, he did this weird combo. That's fine, troll as much as you want, dude. It's not gonna change your fate. Oh my goodness, he did a quick attack. My quick attack RNG is dog vomit, it's crazy. Yep. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna break my bad RNG right here. Nope. I'm staying to him. Staying to him, staying to him. I'm breaking my bad RNG right here. He cannot literally spam worst RNG attacks forever. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I had to make a point there. Alright, this is a 5-piece combo. Okay, I think he's dead. I think he's dead, boys. The poison will kill him. You know, for fun, we could just let him die to that. Let him die a sad death. Oh, actually, he's just letting me hit him. Okay. Fair enough. That's what's up, dudes. We get the Commander Standard and Alloyed Gold Needle. So, I have since learned a trick to make this Gowry quest stuff a little bit faster, but I still do need a Grace here. So, pardon me while I go grab this. Cool, cool, cool. So normally I have to warp between dialogues for this guy, but I figured out you could actually save and quit and it does the same thing, so. Way, way better to do that. I think that was the all bosses run that I figured that out. Yeah. So normally I would warp back here, but turns out a save and quit does the trick. Once again, save and quit proves itself as the strongest ability you have in this game. Can glitch some bosses, reset aggro, progress quest lines. Boom. Okay, let's go talk to her.
Well, my flesh, it is a cup. You to quell, but never mind. I would rather would you mind?
Yeah. You could do it here too, I think, but the Grace is right here, so literally just boom.
My apologies. Everything, even the nightmare. Not that I could.
Prosthesis wearer, decent talisman actually, to be honest. I might straight up just get rid of Radgons right now in favor of that, straight up. Also, while I'm here, let me put on my Godric a Great Rune. Use that. Poggers. Unfortunately, we do have to go back to the shack now, and there is no save quit that can teleport. It's not that powerful of a trick. So we do have to at least go back to the shack once here, which is fine. Fine by me.
decide that I've only perhaps.
Okie doke.
I must.
Now she should be over here at the Erdtree Grazing Hill now. We already have her arm from earlier, so that'll save a lot of time. For sure. I thought she wasn't here for a second. I was like, what?
In truth, the Scarlet as such, though rather vexed, I realized I could have ate. Are you giving me? I think it might be. If it might be perhaps. If it might be perhaps then.
Okay, now we gotta go kill the Godskin Apostle. I think the fastest way to get there, I'll just do the normal collection route up to there, I suppose. And that route is coming down to the church. That's over yonder, grabbing the Sacred Tear. Actually, you know what? I can be really efficient here if I go to White Mask first. Let's go to White Mask first and do his part of the quest line. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone if I do this, so may as well. Because Magnus is on the way of this route, so definitely incentivized to do this.
You claim what? My doubt. The words of the truly, I believe. Even that's the part. Oh.
Boom. Okay. We need to use that to kill Magnus up here. Also, there is like another way to do this quest line, probably the way more people know about, which is killing like players. I think you have to kill like 3-ish players in multiplayer invasions. But in case you didn't know, they patched in a way to do this offline, which is to kill the Magnus Beast Claw summon up here. He's like an invader NPC. So he's the alternative, and that's the one I always do to kill Mo quickly, because otherwise you have to go to Consecrate Snowfield, and that takes forever, so that's how I kill Mo so quickly in my runs. Grab the Sacred Tear, Poggers. Oh, my stamina sucks. That's what's up. I'll grab this Grace for Altus Plateau to Mount Gelmir later. Alright, let's kill Magnus. He's gonna be kind of annoying, honestly, but we should be okay. We also do not get a Great Rune inside of his place, because it's technically an invasion, so we're gonna have slightly less HP as a result, but we should be okay, I think. Let's kill this doggo. No freezing mist here. That was a bit of a throw on his part. Was he poisoned already? Wow. That's kind of crazy. It's really hard for them to roll out of the triple attack there. It is possible, though. Look at that. Oh, rotted and poison. GG to you, bud. That's so fun, dude. I love just whittling them down like that. You also get a Rune Arc, a Somber 5, I think, and the Great Stars, or 6, actually, and the Great Stars weapon. Overall, very, very good. Very, very good indeed to kill this guy. Now we gotta go northeast, grab a couple golden seeds on the way, and then we'll kill Godskin Apostle. Then we can kill Millicent. So far, so good, dudes. We'll grab this golden seed up here, and then Godskin Apostle, and then the rest. You know what? I will save the Jump Attack Talisman for day 2, because I'm curious how to just optimally get there. So I will do some research to that. How to optimally get there via the main gate route instead of the side route. Well, the side route, it's really easy, but the main gate route, you have to somehow go back to the lift room. There is a way, I know, but it's kind of circuitous. So there's got to be a better way. I'll do some investigations, though, for sure. Alright, Godskin Apostle should be easy. We're going to trade a lot, though, because we both have, like, fast attack weapons. There'll be a lot of trading, but that's A-okay by me. Is there summon sign here? Yes, and good. Okay. That means we did it correctly. So get our pre-buffs up as he walks up. Boom, boom. Chilling Mist. Oh, I did that way early. Unfortunate. Quick attack. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of trading with the Godskin Apostle. Also in the Godskin Duo fight. That's why I'm just gonna eat through that, eat through. Okay. Finally a good attack, holy cow. You can go behind him here to be safe. I messed it up. I don't know why that did almost my entire health bar in a single hit. That's a little bit ridiculous. Oh. He keeps hitbox stuck in me. Bad RNG. Boom. GG. GG. That was really bad RNG, and also weirdly he almost one-shot me with an attack. Without Radagon Source Seal on? Weird. That's been happening recently, I don't know why. Maybe I was in instability frames that time. The other time was inexcusable though. Like I was just not in frames at all. You know what? I'm paranoid. I'm just gonna upgrade to Vigor now as a result. I'm very paranoid.
Oh, the arm you gave. It feels perhaps it is us.
Okay, now to get this, all we need to do is kill her here, so... She is kind of dangerous though, because she has waterfowl, so I'm gonna fully pre-buff, to be honest. So
Now you forced my hand.
boom, there we go. No damage, Millicent.
Like this.
And then you get Millicent's prosthesis, which stacks with Winged Sword. Very, very handy. I'm gonna go back to White Mask now and complete his quest line. Poggers. I think that's gonna be it for today. I think I can actually squeeze in like a little bit of collecting, but we'll just do that next time, probably. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can, actually. No, I'll just prefer to do White Mask questline. We'll do the rest of the collectathon next time. Altus Plateau. So we'll complete White Mask questline right here, which will allow us to teleport to Moog whenever we want. We could go early to get the White Mask, but that will be for day 2, so we'll see about that.
Oh, I'm glad. You have a. I wish to announce
Okay.
luminary. So,
Yep, annoying to me. Now, the Lord of Blood's favor is very easy to activate. Just use Irina here. Leave her alive and use her for this moment. Very simple. She'll just spam rejection, it doesn't matter. Boom. Go back to White Mask and GG. And that's going to be it for the run, guys. I guess while I'm doing that, I'll talk about the stream. Tomorrow I'm going to have off. Tuesday, I might have Wednesday off. If not, I will continue this run. Thursday, I'm doing Baldur's Gate 1 again. We're continuing that run. Friday, we're doing the all bosses run. We're gonna do mostly Altus Plateau, but also all the bosses up to the Ronnie quest line, so including Estelle, stuff like that. And possibly Saturday, we'll be doing Repo early. I don't know, but we'll see for sure. That will be the schedule for the foreseeable future.
now, this no.
And yeah. I don't have much else to say. So next time we're gonna finish the Altus Plateau Collectathon. We'll probably get White Mask.
Clench your
We'll go get our plus 18 weapons by killing Morgoth. We'll kill both Moogs. And we'll move forward from there. Okay?
Never it is what you have.
So thanks for watching, everybody. Also, I guess I could just teleport there right now as to show this off. You can use the Pure Blood Knight's Medal here to go to Moog's Coliseum. We're not going to kill him immediately next time, but we will definitely kill him next time. So, yeah. Probably after we get our plus 18 weapon, like right afterwards. It'd be wise to wait until we're maxed, but getting the runes early would help for Fire Giant, who I honestly find more annoying than Moog, so, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody, and see ya next time, which will be Wednesday. Peace.